Hello, everybody. Welcome to Plague Inc. Evolved. I know I'm playing some games that have definitely been out for a while. I'm just, doing more testing still, and just playing some games that I genuinely enjoy. So I am actually going to do something slightly different. I'm not going to be playing main game or the official scenarios. There's a couple custom scenarios that I've played that I have enjoyed. Of course, as you can see, I do like SCP stuff, so there's two of them there. There's the Anti-Plague, which is what I'm going to play first. Essentially, this is you are trying to play as the computer itself, trying to prevent the plague from spreading. So the zombie virus, the plague, starts in Brazil, no matter what, every time. So I'm immediately going to go ahead and press 3 and space. So 3 speeds it up. Oh, hush, sis. That's my dog letting out a little wolf it. Sis. Sis. Anyway, 3 speeds it up to maximum speed. Space pauses it. So I'm going to be doing that because I have to yap. And, okay, so I'm going to have to yap and explain things as well as play the game, which is not going to be good. Sis, come here. Lay down. Lay down. Just try not to bump the mic too much. It's going to be bad. It's going to be really bad. So basically the computer is playing as the virus this time. It is going to use the path of the symptoms, which is why it costs 500 to do this. These are just essentially going to automatically mutate, but it doesn't actually tell me when the mutation happens. I counter it with doing things in the abilities and transmission page. The transmission page is actually like active events of like military and stuff like that, etc., etc. The abilities essentially is when the computer would normally shut barriers down, stuff like that around here, as well as increasing how much countries try to research. So my point of doing this is actually to lose. The inside this custom scenario, the game is customized to basically end the game, which is kind of what this is describing. I will lose if severity reaches 100, or if more than 70% of the humanity is dead or turned into zombies. Either or. Actually, both, I think. Humans get a medium combat advantage, and infectivity at the start is medium. So as of right now, I still only have 2. I do get points to use when the disease spreads to different countries and stuff like that. But ultimately, what I am here for is to try to reduce down infection in the beginning. And of course, some of the stuff that I can do to reduce infection actually adds severity, which it's a little bit of a gamble because I can shut down how much this disease spreads, because after a certain point, after a certain amount of days, if the infection is below a certain number, the game calls it there. So I'm going to go ahead and close borders right now as well. That way I have borders here, but I also have air and sea. I'm closing down the borders immediately. So we are going to... I think we're going to select number 2 there. So this is where things start getting bad. Like I as of right now in the game coding, there's negative severity. So the bar is actually over here. If I select this, it would go up, but it's still less than 0. But that is not needed right now because I'm also trying to prevent deaths as well. So from here, I already have Insect 1 and Insect 2. I will go ahead and purchase that as well, and I will have to get the militia later. I will need medical budget, because once I can start getting the budget and stuff like that, that actually starts the infection, or the research, but my infection has to grow to a certain point anyway. It may be smarter to invest in getting this pathway open up earlier, because you can actually get anti-insect stuff after selecting that first perk. So both those countries Okay, all 3 of these down here are infected already, plus I have a ship going out to Australia, so that isn't great. That being said, if I can... Nope, okay, we're already at Europe. So this is going to start getting a little bit rough. Because remember, I have to keep less than 70% of the population. Ultimately, if I can get C shut down next, that should help out a lot, because I need to try to keep as many barriers as I can for India and China, because they have 2 billion population. Now that is, okay, both of those are issues, right? Because Egypt is one of the best places to start at in the game, because it has airports going everywhere. But I have to, sorry, and also it's in China now, so it can, I can start losing a lot of cases to infection. And if the zombie virus actually pops into zombies, then I start getting a ton of zombies. But I had to select aircraft, because otherwise I'm going to have... I just realized I have no audio from the game right now. Okay, there we go. That's better. That's better. Now I have audio. Okay, so I need... This is about to get really bad for me. Pocket full of posies. Oh dear. So... I have a lot of infections. Like, a lot. I will do that. Okay, so my infectivity is really low now, which is good. Beginning to reanimate the dead. That is bad. So now, instead of trying to stop the infection spread and try to get the victory that way, I now have zombies I have to make sure don't overrun the world. So now I need stuff like this. I need ZCOM bases, like, immediately. So I have to do a heavy investment on that. And pray that I get maybe India somehow. I mean, I have... Okay, so they went with a completely untouched country. Okay, so whenever those unpleasant rumor things pop up, that increases my severity quite a bit. So that is very bad. And usually once one happens, a bunch start happening back to back to back. So I know South America is... Okay, good. New bases. South America is pretty much gone. I've completely lost that. So this is where, so far, where it's been. So, like, insects, again, are, like, the biggest thing that they... Oh, I can also, like, devolve this stuff, too, which is nice. So I will actually devolve that. I don't know how effective that is, because I imagine that they're just gonna... Okay, they ended up... Wow. They, computer went with no decay. Nice. More countries getting overrun. In Japan. Horrific slaughter in South... okay. I am all over the place with this, because I am a little panicky. So yeah, they already bought back the bugs. That's not good. Because that is a cost, right? Ooh? No. Yeah, it's a cost. So I could buy that. New version will... Okay. Yeah, I'll probably end up having... How much was that? 18. If I can somehow get 18. Okay, so ZCOM landed there. That was a bad place to set up shop, guys. I have to reinforce the ZCOM stuff. I have to. Oh my god. Here cannot be produced insects that become... Okay, begun to produce strong acid while they infect humans. Panic of the world grows. That was... Yeah. Here does not work anymore. Which is why I need that 18 there. Got it. I think that ended up reversing that. I think. Oh dear. More infectious than the common cold. Well, they're kind of zombies. Okay, Sis just hit the mic. She's making herself a bed. Okay, so I am about to lose. Yep. Anyone defeat, so I lost. So 70% of the humans are now dead. So failed the mission. So let's restart that one. All right, I'm not gonna let that be where I lost. 3, and then actually, this game is easier on the harder difficulties. So I'll go with that just to reduce the initial infection rate. And then I need 3, and I think like another 7. So I need a total of 10 maybe? It was 6. I was pretty close. So I will try the smarter way to...
All passengers, please proceed to gate.
There we go. And then I'll just invest another 7 on that. So I'm going to try to keep the infection rate down extremely low. They may end up going to other countries. Because I don't have the... Well, then, even then, like, wow, okay. Unpleasant rumors. So, obviously, they're not going to research right now. Even though I buy the perk, the way that the game codes is just... They're not going to do anything until the disease is discovered first. But anything I can do to reduce the infection is better. So, I will hold on to 1 points for now. Okay, I can't remove any of them. That kind of sucks. If I buy this... Ooh, okay, yeah, I'll go with the national emergency thing. Because again, if I can keep this number low enough... Once enough days have gone by, the game will call it there and say it's not going to get out of control fast enough. There's no way that it's going to overrun the planet. Because that's one of the things that I can do anyway. If you know, once it starts spreading to other countries and stuff like that, is I can if it gets noticed due to severity. And the infection count is low enough, then I can just have a forced research. Like, I can just research and cure before it gets to zombies. And if the cure happens then, my numbers will shrink. And if the game detects numbers going low, then it will call it. So, unfortunately, the disease is still not yet known, so it has gone to other countries, and since it is on different continents, I will have to buy the barriers, or the borders. So now it's been discovered, but I already have a little bit of research going towards it, a little bit. So there's a little bit of lethality happening. Stone Seaport, stuff like that, okay. So, I'll go with the livestock thing. And then I'll also have to deal with rodents as well. Even though... Begins to reanimate the dead. Okay. So I've kept everything low. Like Brazil's not even fully like infected. You know, the zombies are starting to get a bit nasty. Come on, ZCOM, I need you to step up. I've kept the number of cases of the infection down. I need you guys to keep the number of deaths and zombies down. Burn the corpses. No, I need rodents at 15. No. This is where it's tricky. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, there we go. There we go. So we have some infection spreading, but overall zombies are coming down because okay, it's still spreading. That's fine. Do fortification that reduces infection, so hopefully the number of cases I have, let's see, infected is only 450. Okay, there we go. Sweet. There we go. So zombies are dead. I don't have to, like, whenever a zombie pops up in the world, I mean, to put it in perspective for you, a zombie pops up in the world, people know what to do. Immediately just kill it, done. I've got a research that is it's already 40% done. Everything is just under control. I don't have to worry about anything. There's 2 zombies on the planet. ZCOM is getting even bigger. There are no more zombies living. As soon as one pops up and it's like, hey, I'm a zombie, he instantly is killed. Only carrying like 500 infected, which, hey, that is a great number. I mean, look at the state the world is in now. If we said 500 people were infected in the world, we'd be like, hell yeah. Goodbye quarantine stuff. Like, you got 500 people, you can easily contact trace those 500 people and quarantine everybody that they've even gotten 100 feet within, and the virus will be gone. So this worked out beautifully. This was a lot better. That was a much smarter path that I took. It is spreading. We're at 527 infected now. Or can I be produced? That is an issue, though. However, I have ZCOM going everywhere. So basically, I don't know, the new UN, I guess we could put it like that. The new United Nations is setting up bases everywhere. Oh dear, we are starting to get more zombies, though. Well, to be fair, it's because the virus is still getting bigger. Oh, I've lost. I mean, technically, I've already won, but yeah, it's because the virus can keep spreading, zombies can keep spreading, but there's only so much I can do because I don't have the points to buy more stuff. Like, I can continue on with this, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. I've already won, and if it weren't for the fact that my points were hindered, everything would be fine right now. Boom! There we go. So now we got the cure. So I did end up losing a lot of people, but you know, we prematurely opened again. You know, what else were we to expect? We just prematurely went ahead and said, hey, you know what? I don't think we have to worry about this anymore. It's all okay, guys. And Disease said, are you sure about that? I keep hitting E instead of Q for that. So even though I have already won technically, I'm going to see this to the end. Total chaos. So what was that, 15? Yeah, 15. Okay, I'm gonna try to send ZCOM into other countries now. There goes Russia. Yeah, I just need assault weapons to militia. 19. Well, there goes China and India, so that is game right there. Ooh, boy. That is not good. Infected kill humans and work together for their goal. Overwhelming combat advantage unless we can suppress these traits. I wouldn't even know, like, I guess that would just be, like... I'm gonna remove the cure cancel again. I'll remove that. Okay, so with the cure cancel gone again, it looks like we are making some sort of progress again. Some sort. Not the greatest, but some kind of progress. Baltic states. Ooh. Oh man, this is getting way too expensive to devolve. What is this? Okay. Stop! Stop it, damn you! Wait, can we save Brazil? Oh my god, we saved Brazil! Alright, there we go. All that we need is Mexico now, guys. Come on. Come on! I'm about to... Well, I'm pretty sure I've already lost 70%, so... the game would have considered this to be over at this point. Where are you going? Oh, okay, landing over in here. Yep. Yeah, those last few perks down in that line are just... They're nasty. You can't do anything to them. Like, you just have to keep repealing them. You have to keep doing it over and over again. It's just... I mean, I might be able to save Mexico if I had another 16 points. Well, another 15 to make 16. Because that's... I'm losing them again. That's how powerful those last couple traits are. So, I did end up winning that. But to main menu. So, we will go back into custom scenarios, and we will pick... There we go. We'll go with this one, which I think is like some sort of body stealing moss. I can't remember if symptom is the proper one to use here. So, essentially, it's like, it literally is like a body stealing thing. Those agents are after me. They will try to contain number 751. I live alone and nobody knows about this laboratory, so those agents won't get a chance to arrest me. As it seems, 751 doesn't die with its host, so there's potential for corpse transmission, or what is left of a corpse. So, I'm going to start in Egypt, because that's my usual go-to. So essentially, this thing, like... it goes into your body and slowly like takes over multiple organs. So this will start by expanding its own mass by digesting and replacing the host's stomach, maintaining digestive processes. Doing so can cause minor stomach related symptoms. So sis, you need to stop. I will be right back, guys. Nope, you gonna come lay down? I don't have to get up? I don't have to say I'll be right back? You gonna go ahead and lay down? You gonna lay down? Still whimpering like that? Huh? You just want to go to the other room, but as soon as you go to the other room, you'll just come right back in here. Anyway, so the different symptoms and stuff like that that I can do are based on what organs it is able to take over. Please not the mic stand, sis. Lay down, baby girl. So I will start here, because I'm in an arid region, and I will also take the stomach thing, which also lets me do another arid thing. Yes, hi, baby girl. Hi. You're pathetic. Can you lay down now, please? Okay, I will let her into the other room. I will be right back, guys. Alright, I am back. Where was I? I think I was working on arid stuff, and I just needed to unpause. So... we already have 4 points. Essentially, the higher your stats, particularly severity, is the more frequently that you get points, and the more points you get at each one of those intervals. So by starting out, by pausing the game immediately, increasing my lethality and infectivity a little bit, I wish I had a little bit of severity, that ended up making it to where I got more points earlier on in the game, which means I can go ahead and mutate and upgrade now, rather than waiting another 5 minutes. I just went up and down stairs. I have to catch my breath. So I will take that slight nausea and the rash, because that will give me a little bit of severity, and as these bubbles pop up, that gave me 3, and then just over time I get a little bit more here and there. So again, I got more points. I'll invest in that, and I'll save 1 more point. Thank you. Bought that. So Egypt, its airport actually goes to the most airports out of any other country in the game. That is why it is good to start out with Egypt. Mild inflammation increases effectiveness in rich regions. Okay, so I will need to keep that in mind. This will leave no trace for the SCP Foundation when they start chasing me down. I will pick one of those up, and that, and animals. Because it does have a shipyard. There we go. There we go. I will pick that. It does increase infectivity, which is nice, quite a bit, but it does reduce my severity a little bit, which I don't care to have a little bit of a lower severity starting out. I know other people prefer to go ahead and get that severity cranked, so they just get a lot of points. But with this, it's a mod. Well, it's custom content. It's a little different, you know. So I'll stick with keeping it a little bit lower. This causes an increase in mutation in exchange for more DNA from red bubbles, orange bubbles. So now each one of the red and orange bubbles will give me more points. Usually. I found it to be quite inconsistent. Salty, vomiting, mutated. So now it will spread to the lungs. I got a text message. What does it say? It says... I have 3 different messages I haven't read yet. I'm not going to read all 3 of them to see what's been said. Let's go ahead and do this diffusion speed. Yeah? Cough, cough. I realize I'm saying stuff like cough, cough, and whatever, or like the ring around the rosy thing. I imagine after editing, I'm going to have the volume turned down a little bit more. I don't know if you're going to be hearing the people in the game coughing and I'm mocking them or what, but... Alright, here we go. They're after me now, so... buy both of those, and that will make it significantly harder. Also, boom. Okay, so now bonus DNA from popping blue bubbles, a big setback of the containment, and hopefully invisibility from the SCP Foundation. Whoops, that's not it. I need E. Okay, so I do still have a bit in Europe. Let's get some cold, and then I need... Secret organization among us for years. My name is Agent Fox. I'm guessing that's supposed to be kind of like in relation somehow to the Nine-Tailed Fox. Deep breath mutated. Interesting. That was this one. Upon lung replacement, the hosts will notice they are not in control of their own breathing patterns, causing concern and more people to go to the doctor. We'll do renal spillage as well. Second findings. This is unexpected. It's much more aggressive than I've seen back in the lab. Has it mutated without me knowing? Perhaps mimicking organs comes with a cost. This is, without doubt, very interesting. I can't wait to get to know this species better. So at this point, I'm pretty much mimicking, like, everything. The entire body. Just shy of it. I need lethality now, don't I? What did I just do? The organs? The intestines? Abdomen, yep. What is wrong with me? I feared for this when it disappeared from the glass box in the lab. I can feel it gnawing at my organs ever so slightly. Who would have thought that humanity would probably end as a big snack for an anomaly like 751? 751 or is 951? I already forgot. That quickly. I just saw it on my screen. There's a solution for SCP-751. That's the answer. He has foundation to provide them. Oh, right. So he needs bodies of the victims. It'll take at least 5 days to get it in order. Now, since I have this maxed out, I should have no issues. I need to get those last couple. There we go. So now, since I have nearly everybody infected, I'm going to pick the Symbiosis. Gains the ability to completely fuse with its host. Why should it kill off what gives it unlimited food in order to stay alive? And I'm going to take this bird thing. Hopefully I can pop into a brain symptom mutated. What? Sis is now whining from the other side of the door. Sis, you need to stop. Consume a chunk of the host's brain. The host will either lose consciousness or drop dead. Makes it harder to contain. I guess I needed that. What was I going for as... Oh, I need 7 more points. Sis, you need to stop. She's got, like, separation anxiety. And it's an issue because she wants to be everywhere. Okay, fail in finding solution. We are good to go. She has separation anxiety, and the issue is she needs to be everywhere. So I have my door closed, and now she is... She's also deaf, so she can't hear me actually talking to her. She doesn't hear me yelling, "Shush, knock it off!" It's cute, but sad. I just need to get infectivity up now. I need more cold. 25! Ouch. This may take me a little bit, guys, but I get bonus DNA from popping those. And honestly, it's not going to be researched like anytime soon. Oh, there we go. There it is. Just speed up the process even more. Done. Ding! Symbiosis ending. Hey, Chief, guess what? We're still us. It just has our body in its control. We gave it our body. They gave us all immortality and muscles that never tire. Don't you think that's a fair trade, boss? I mean, it's kind of like when I do... yes, of course I do. It's like when I do the Neurax worm. That's my favorite one to do. When I do the Neurax worm, I always pick that ending. Because it's like, if it gives you... It's kind of like a nice what if to think about. If you had a parasite in your brain that actually made you cognitively better, it just is for sake of simplicity. If this thing just made you smarter and react faster, you know, if it made neurologically it improved you, you were still you, same behaviors, same everything, just made your brain better, would you be okay with it? I mean, I know for a fact that I would find it kind of disturbing that I have a parasite wrapped its tendrils around my brain and is doing stuff. But I think I would have to just live with it, because I wouldn't trust a doctor removing it. I wouldn't trust medicines to try to kill it, because at this point, if it's genuinely increasing my cognitive functions, what happens if it dies? What kind of damage would that do to my brain? So anyway, that was Plague Inc. Evolved with a little bit of a what if thing thrown in there. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, or at least I managed to kill some time for you. But again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!